They told me that the world above was a garden, but I saw only a graveyard. A graveyard of ambition, where the great chain of industry was choked by the weeds of the weak. I built Rapture to be a sanctuary, a place where the scientist would not be bound by the petty morality, where the artist would not fear the censor, where the great would not be constrained by the small. I sought to build a city where a man was defined by his own achievement, not by his duty to a neighbor who refuses to lift a finger for himself. And for a time, it was a miracle. We touched the hem of God's garment with our needles and our steel. But look at it now. Listen to the groaning of the glass. The city is weeping, not for its sins, but for its betrayal. They call me a tyrant. Fontaine, that gutter-bred maggot, speaks of freedom while he pumps the populace full of genetic filth, turning my citizens into slaves of their own biology. He is a parasite of the highest order, a man who produces nothing but seeks to own everything. And the people? They traded their liberty for a bottle of magic. They chose the easy path, the path of the needle, and in doing so, they invited the very altruism I sought to escape. They begged for a savior, and they found a butcher. Now, the assassin is at my door, my own flesh and blood, brainwashed by the leeches to play the hero in a tragedy he doesn't even understand. He thinks he comes here out of choice. He thinks he is the master of his own movements. Poor deluded creature. He is a dog on a leash, responding to a whistle he cannot hear. He is the ultimate triumph of the parasite, a man who has been stripped of the very thing that makes him a man, the power to say no. I will not run. I will not hide in the vents like a rat. I am Andrew Ryan. I am the man who brought fire to the bottom of the sea. If my city must fall, it will fall with me standing at the helm. For I have learned the truth that the surface world will never grasp. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Come then, son. The office is open. Let us see if there's a man behind those eyes, or merely a well-trained animal.